Hey guys, welcome to Channel 2S. I'm your host, Second Soundwave, and today we'll be looking at the high-grade Build Divers Grimoire Red Beret. And I'm going to say it right off the bat, guys, I love this kit. The Grimoire Red Beret is the best kind of build kit. They started with a mold that a lot of people hadn't really built before. They gave it some personality, and then they tacked on some really fun gimmicks. The colors on this kit are handled very well. Most of the body is in a dark army green with a little bit of a lighter green to help break it up. But then the head and one shoulder are red. And yes, that is a Scope Dogs reference. The sparing use of red on this kit is brilliant because it really makes the model pop. It also helps that the overall design of this mobile suit is incredibly unique and oozes character. I especially like the head. The little round eyes are adorable. The way the collar's shaped, it looks like he's wearing a big bulky winter coat that's buttoned all the way up to the top. Even though his head is just a flat disc, if you look at it from the right angle, it looks like he has a full face and then he's just got his collar buttoned up over most of it. It's so cute. I love it. His backpack looks really nice too, and he has rollerblades on his feet. The front wheels are unfortunately stationary, and they also have a kind of not so great looking seam line running through them, but you can still spin the back ones. If I had to find something to criticize about this kit from a design standpoint, it would probably be the construction. This kit is very basic. There's nothing clever going on with the engineering here. This kit is as basic as a high grade can get. If you're new to Gundam, that might not be so bad if you want something easy to jump into the hobby with, but if you're a more experienced Gunpla builder, you're not going to get very much of anything out of this build. And also, because the build is so simple and because the Grimoire is very plain and simple looking without a lot of panel lines to hide the seams on, there are quite a lot of seam lines. The big ones are here on the arms, but there's also a couple pretty noticeable seams on the back of the legs as well. And of course there's the ones on the wheels that I already told you about. As great as the Grimoire looks, it's its accessories and gimmicks that really make it shine. We're going to start off about as basic as we can get with the shield. It's just a single green piece of plastic and there's a little connector stuck into it. The shield just pops right onto his arm, very simply, and it looks okay. He's got a combat knife as well, but it's bright red plastic, so you're probably going to want to paint that black or silver. By far the best weapon, the coolest weapon that this kit comes with, is his rifle. There is a lot of fun stuff you can do with this gun. Not only can he hold it like you're seeing it right now, but you can also take this piece off and it becomes a little flare gun. And then you can take this piece out and it's a pistol. And then you have this little rifle here. But then you can take this, pull the barrel off, and you got yourself a submachine gun. Needless to say, these guns are a lot of fun. The next accessory we're going to be looking at is the wackiest, most Build Fighters-y thing they could have possibly put on this kit. When you open his backpack, he has extra heads. But these aren't just little extra heads, these are extra head drones. They've got little feet and little arms, and they're individually articulated so you can pose them forward and backwards. The head itself is also on a little ball joint, and for some reason you think these adorable little head drones aren't enough on their own. He's got two more knives stored behind them. You can take them and clip them right into the hand of either of the drones. This is the exact balance of weird and cool that made me love Build Fighters. And yes, the heads are cross-compatible. Finally, to round out the accessories on this kit, you get a second red shoulder pad that you're told not to use, and an open left hand. There's one more really cool weapon this kit has that's actually incorporated directly into the model. You just gotta open, rotate. You see this? You see this right here? You see these? This is what Build Fighters and Build Divers are all about. This is how you make a good Build Fighters kit. Don't just take a random lead Gundam and slap some slightly different weapons on it. Make something weird, make something crazy, make something awesome. Bandai, you did a good job with this kit. There's really only one aspect to this kit that I'm not in love with, and it's one that I've been kind of glossing over for most of this video, and that is the articulation. I hate to say it, but the articulation on the Grimoire is not that great. Now the head's alright, it's on like a limited kind of ball joint thing like you'd see on basically any high grade, but then the shoulders only come up to here because he has this weird flap coming off his collar. The elbow only has about a 90-degree bend, and the usual wrist ball joint is mounted on top of a hinge for extra articulation. The abdominal orb does not provide as much torso articulation as you might expect, although you can rotate him all the way around at both joints. The side skirts move like you'd expect, the front skirts come up, and these little vents on the front skirts can be rotated around. The leg spread is actually better than I was expecting, but the front to back movement leaves a lot to be desired. The knee articulation's pretty bad too. Finally, the ankle mobility is about average. In reality, the articulation of this kit probably isn't that bad for something this bulky, but because of all the crazy awesome gimmicks this kit has, I was hoping for a little bit more. But even with the hit or miss articulation and bad seam lines factored in, I would be very hard pressed to not recommend this kit. If you like build divers, get this kit. If you like Votoms, it's a Red Shoulder Scope Dog reference, so that's a plus. If you just like fun models, get this kit. Hell, if you just like fun robots, get this kit, even if you're not normally a model builder. This might not be one of the best models I've ever built, but it is the most fun model I've built in quite a while. And for that, the Grimoire Red Beret gets not just one, but 2 thumbs up. So if you enjoyed this review of the Grimoire Red Beret, be sure to leave a like. If you're new to Channel 2S, subscribe for more Gunpla news and reviews. And as always, I'm your host, Second Soundwave, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.